Howdy, nerds! So, this is going to be a bit of a short, serious talk, but I figured I would just do it real quick since I could. Might as well, right? Might as well. So, obviously, you can go do your Blessed Gardens. I'm fairly sure that one gives you Divine Dew. I already did it, and I'm pretty sure it gave you Divine Dew. So, can't confirm nor deny that one, but, you know, I'm pretty sure it does. So, there you go. Outside of that, though, I do have to talk about this, because this has been something that has been discussed, and people have been sending me tweets, talking to me on Discord, asking me about it in the comments, and asking me how I felt about Lyn. You know, the newest addition, the next Lyn in the game, and I know a lot of you feel strongly for this, and I know a lot of you really just go look at the trailer videos for those specific for this, of course, and the Japanese version of this. You'll notice that there is a bit of an outcry, especially when it comes to likes and dislikes, and obviously people have a strong feeling for this. I understand that, and I get it, I definitely do. But I'm just gonna say this real quick. When it comes to Lyn, myself, my opinion on it is okay. I mean, sure, I'll get excited about it. I like seeing additions to the game, and I used to be incredibly negative when it came to this game like 5 or 6 months ago. Back then I was really just in a bad place myself, and it reflected a lot into that when it came into these videos and a lot of other things. And obviously, if it were like 5 or 6 months ago, I'd be like, ugh, another Lyn. But, you know, I want to try and be positive. I want to make sure that, you know, things are always going smoothly, and I'm going to just say this because I can, okay? Don't focus too much on new summon units. Don't focus too much on new heroes. You know, if a new hero comes up and it's one of your favorites, by God, go for it. That's what matters, right? Is celebrating what you love. And sure, getting another alt can be a little bit confusing, but I think people need to focus a little bit more on the positives. Like, for instances, we've had a lot of orbs lately. They've done a great job at doing this, and that's not the only thing we need to just give them a mention and a nod to. I think Intelligent Systems has been doing a great job with this game, especially as of late. Now, you know, people are going to instantly jump down their throats because, of course, oh no, another Lyn. But we also need to remember that they've done several things within the past month or two that have really changed how the game works. And I'm talking, of course, about, you know, certain things that they didn't have to do. Certain things that they didn't have to touch, and I feel people kind of just go back and forget about this the instant they see something like that pop up. I'm, of course, talking about when it comes to the banner and everything here. When these banners came out now, we have a completely different 5-star pool now. Sure, there's still some units that I'm sure people will disagree with it being 5 stars and things like that, but they went through and they reorganized a lot of things when it came to the summoning pool. So now, you won't get pity broken by a parry or a Merrick, things like that. Some really crazy, crazy stuff that's been really building, and they didn't have to do that. I mean, by any other stretch, a lot of other gachas don't bother with this. They simply put it there, they give you a 1% chance, and they tell you to go for it. And then occasionally they charge you if you roll 10 and, maybe give you a rate up of like 50.5% instead of, the 1%. They're doing a really excellent job at allowing you to get units that you really enjoy. And I feel that needs to be at least something that is commendable for this. Not only that, but they've been adding a lot of more features. I'm going to say the biggest change that they've ever done, and we're just going to, I need to do my tap battle today. I'm talking, of course, about things like, for instances, GHBs. Now they have 0 stamina. This makes things like grinding, HM for feathers all that much more enjoyable to me, myself, as it is. You can set up auto battles. If people really want me to, go through and set up show you how I set up auto battles, I'll do that pretty easily, and I'll show you how to do that. But that is probably the biggest quality of life change that I've seen in this game lately. Just the simple fact that they've added, no stamina cost on all of that is something that I feel really, really drives the point home that they are listening to us. They are trying to make the game better than what it is. And sure, I know a lot of you don't really like Rival Domains. I'm not exactly a huge fan of it myself. Or you may not enjoy Grand Conquest. Some game modes do, of course, fall flat for others, I personally, I'm okay with Rival Domains. I kind of falter. I'm hemming and hawing at it, same with Grand Conquest. But, I've had moments of fun and moments of joy and things like that. And I feel people need to realize that in the last 2 to 3 months, Heroes has really evolved. And sure, occasionally, you might get a unit like, another Lyn, another, interesting look at another character that's already been in the game. But that doesn't necessarily mean that your character that you enjoy or a character that you're hoping will get an alt won't get one in the future. It's a big possibility, okay? So I just, don't let the negativity get to you. Look at the positives, and if you really, really want, always, maybe consider sending in some, some encouragement, some customer support, some, you can go here and just send feedback and do all sorts of things. You don't have to sit on your butt and complain about it or get upset. Just, take your time, put it together, and I hope you guys can understand that all in all, I feel Heroes is doing a lot better, and while we may be getting alts every so often, and I still feel we need a more permanent game mode when it comes to things to do, I still feel that Heroes is doing a lot better, and I'm a lot more positive about it. So, that's my opinion on the whole thing, and I feel, in general, it's an exciting thing to talk about, and it's always fun to see new units and new additions to the game, even if it's an alt. That's me, though. But I don't know if you guys can agree with my sentiment or not, but I still feel Heroes is doing really well. It's really improved on itself, and some of the greatest improvements were actually in the last update, just via summoning pool and feather grinding, in a way. Alright, that's about it. That's really all I have to talk about. I'm just going to take my time and, just talk about that. I figured it'd be worth mentioning, because people kept going, "Oh, Sages, did you know the new Lyn's coming?" So, yeah, that's about it. Stay positive, guys. That's what really matters. Anyways, that's about it for me. I hope you have a pleasant evening, and good morning. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. I love you guys so much. Everything. Good lord. Anyways, good night.